welcome back to SV Basic. Well, last week we talked a little bit about condensation and how much of an issue it is. And a lot of people had great feedback. You know, weather's getting colder and condensation has been an issue. We've been hovering around 90% to 100% humidity. Even though it looks like a sunny day today, condensation has been a factor. You know, as we have been refitting SV Basic, it's a little discouraging to go backwards. And I mean, I don't want to be refitting our boat and taking steps back as moisture's getting into the boat and maybe deteriorating some of our progress. So I'm going to take some time over the next week and just try to catch up on this moisture issue. It's not going to be as bad when we head south, not till we get into really humid areas, but for right now, it's priority. So let's head inside and take on a project that I think is really going to help. Okay, what I want to do is install 3 of these catamaran ventilation fans. We tried 2 of these about a year and a half ago. We installed them here on Basic. We have one here, one down in Emma's cabin. We like them because they're quiet, low amp draw. As a matter of fact, when these are on low speed, they're only 0.15 amps. That means I can run about 7 of these for around an amp of draw. Ultimately, we'll have 9 or 10 of these on board because we have a lot of airflow that we need to keep it either cool in warm weather or to keep the condensation down by keeping that air circulation inside the cabin here. So we're going to jump on installing a few of these. My ultimate plan is to I have one in the salon now. I'll add another one over here in the salon, one in the galley. We have one in Emma's stateroom. I want to add one to each of the master staterooms. I want to add one to the master head, the bridge deck head, and maybe 1 or 2 in some other areas. But for now, we'll get 3 of these installed. It's sure going to help increase the airflow in here and keep that condensation down. So the first one I want to install is going to be over in this area over here. We've noticed that this bank of windows up here, they get a ton of moisture overnight. During the day, it's not so bad because the sun's up, it heats up those windows. They're kind of a tinted window, so the heat from the sun will clear it out. But in the mornings, there's tons of moisture. So by putting a fan here, we can eliminate, hopefully, the majority of that. So I'm going to place the first one over here. And this is going to be a good position for it because it's going to create airflow for this whole corridor right here, which will help circulate the diesel heat as well. And in hot weather, when we're not using heat, it'll help keep a nice breeze in this area to help cool us down. So this is the first one I'll tackle, and should be pretty easy because I have a power source that is real close to this. So let's get going. First thing I did, read the manual, calculated my wire size, got the appropriate wire, and pulled out all my electrical tools. So this should be a quick install for the first one. It's only going to be a run of about a foot to the power source. One big reason we chose this fan is because it's probably one of the quieter fans we've ever heard, and it's important to keep that noise level down when you're trying to sleep right next to it. Okay, I'm thinking the best spot for this first fan is going to be right in here. This way I can aim it up at this bank of windows or rotate it here to get circulation that way. It's close to the power source and I'll be able to tuck the wire nice and clean. Okay, now it's just a matter of putting the fan on and starting the electrical. Okay, the first fan is installed. And I've been aiming at this window bank here, and that should help keep that condensation down. I do have an option of rotating this and aiming it towards the forward window bank as well, so it's a great position for a fan. I've made all the electrical connections and tied them in to the sub panel over here. So this fan is all ready to go. Let's head over to the master head. I'll install the second fan and show you how I made those electrical connections. Okay, this next fan I want to install in this area right here, and that's going to get some airflow on this bank of windows. It's in a good position right here, so I could line it up on the windows, maybe shoot it over to the bridge deck head, or even shoot it down the stairs here into the hallway. It's real close to the power source. I have a sub panel right inside the nav here. So let's get this installed and I'll show you how I tie all this into the sub panel. Okay, I've just mounted the base and drilled a small access hole and a little pilot hole. This will go pretty quick. Feed this through. And then mount the fan. Okay, I just fed the wire through here. Before I make this connection, I'm gonna mount one more fan and tie those in at the same time. Okay, the last one I'm gonna put in today. I wanna mount it up here. We are in the master head, and if I mount it here, I'll be able to have airflow throughout this room. But I'll also be able to, it's close to our diesel heat vent here. So I'll be able to put it and help move that heat down the hall and heat this room more efficiently. I can also aim it over here at this wall, and that'll help keep the condensation off this port light. It gets quite a bit of condensation because it's, you know, we're inside of a room here. We don't get a lot of airflow, so it's important to get this one in. Okay, this is the first fan that's going to have clearance issues because I want to tuck it as close into this corner as possible. If I mount it straight down like this, I won't be able to rotate it up. So I'm going to put it in the full up position and put it in the corner with just a touch of clearance in case I want to get airflow straight down at one point. That clears everything, so I'll mark this out. And there we go. Okay, both fans are installed, and I have these sub panels mounted up behind the nav station. I'm going to be tying it into this sub panel here. I've routed both of the leads. I need to still tuck these in and secure the wires and tie them into this panel, so I'll do that next. I have quite a few of these sub panels throughout the boat. We have close to 20 of them, and each one of those have an independent switch that are tied back to the nav station. It's a lot of work up front, but it sure is handy when you're adding things to your electrical system. I'm adding a fan. That'll now be a switched item on our electrical panel, and it's easy to tie in. I don't have to run it all the way back to the main panel. With these located throughout the boat, it sure makes it simple. Okay, both wires, these are the original wires from the fans. They're a small gauge. So I'm going to tap both of these together into one of these positions on this fuse box. I'll pick this position here and route everything in and tie those together.
I love when my dad lets me help. Now I got to install these nylon cable clamps. Now that the wires are routed, we can connect them to the sub panel. I'll let my dad make the connection, but I'll give him the parts to get it started. I just need to give them these 18 gauge ring terminals.
Okay, now to make the connection. This panel is actually live, but I have the fuse out right now, so I'm just being careful not to touch any of the other leads. It's real easy to turn it off, but it's not necessary. Okay, connection is made. Now it's just a matter of selecting the right fuse. And the fan should be installed. Before I put the lid on, I'll have Emma make me up the right label. These fans are now 100% installed, and I have plenty of room to add a few more. Let's test them out.
This one works. This one too.
We hope everybody had a great Christmas, because we sure did.
Yeah.
I think Emma and I did really good getting Teal an amazing Christmas present, and he got to open it early.
I know, he really likes it.
Because you guys know Teal likes nothing better than to install something than wear something new. Right?
Yeah.
Anyways, you probably hear a little bit of the humming because the fans are already been installed, and I have to say we are getting on top of the moisture issue. So just baby steps, but we're getting there. This year was a little different for us because we wanted to surprise Emma since we're still stuck here waiting for some good weather. My sister came and picked Emma up a couple of days earlier than we anticipated so she could spend some time with her cousins. So that was a real treat for her.
Yeah. It was really fun spending time with them.
And then Teal and I went and spent some time back in Lake Union to visit some friends. We actually stayed on one of our friends' power boats, which is a 1960s era Chris Craft, which was really fun. It's not our boat, it's someone else's, but it just kind of was a new experience for us. And then after that, God, this weather. And after that, we went on something that was another different thing for us, which was the lighted boat parade. They do the lighted boat parade every year for the entire month of December on Lake Union, and we always watch from our boat. But this year we actually participated, which was really fun, and it was nice because it wasn't our own boat and it was a friend. So Teal got to really enjoy himself and not be captain for once.
Noticed it's miserable outside again.
No, everybody loves 40 knot winds.
It's not 40 yet, but it's going to be soon. Right now it's blowing in the 30s. It's supposed to build a little bit more. The rig is shimmying and shaking a little, but you know what? It's New Year's Eve, and
we're gonna make the best of it.
that's right. We're not in Seattle this year.
Normally we're with family and friends, and we're gonna have a big kind of
Glitzy party.
Yeah, really glitzy. We're gonna have a glitzy party here.
That's right. We're gonna make the best of a gloomy situation. I mean, it is so dreary outside, and just
Emma's decided we're gonna do game night, and
Yes.
I've decided that we're not gonna do a full fancy meal. Instead, we're gonna do just an assortment of appetizers.
I know.
I love finger
Woo!
foods.
and that way we can stretch it out all night long, and we'll be eating all night.
I don't know if we're gonna make it till midnight, but we're gonna definitely try.
You think we'll make it?
No,
I know. We'll do our best.
I can.
Let's get this party started.
I figured since we can't be out there in the glitz and glam, why not bring it to the boat? Okay, round one was meat and cheese, and now I made some fresh crab rangoon for the crew with fresh caught crab. So this should be interesting.
Looks delicious. Mmm. Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
The hot?
Mm-hmm.
Grab this. Oh, that's so wonderful.
Night's just getting started, so it's time for round 3, and I pre-marinated these Asian ribeye skewers. We are all set. Oh, yeah.
This is my favorite. Finger foods. Only napkins, no plates. It's just awesome.
And movie night.
Movie night.
Mm.
Woo.
Best yet.
Meat on a stick. You can't beat that. Looks like the crew is getting a little tired, so I whipped up my last meal or dish of the night. Hopefully it'll perk everybody up, but I don't know. It's gonna be a little puff pastry with goat cheese, a cranberry jam that I made, and crushed almonds. So, fingers crossed that we make it till midnight. I think Emma will make it. I don't know about the oldies. Woo!
Oh my God. It's 9:32. Let's go to bed.
It's gotta be midnight somewhere. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year!
Okay, 2019 is officially in the books. It's done. And it was
It was a busy year.
we did. I mean, you think about where we started this year to where we ended, and we were never bored, I'll tell you that.
But I'm glad that that's done because 2020 is going to be pretty amazing. This is going to be a new chapter for us because now it's not only working on our boat, but we're traveling and trying to head down to warmer climates. Personally, I'm ready for it.
I know.
I'm
Me
done
too.
with the cold. I'm done with the rain.
No more foul gear.
And foul gear. But it was, it's an adventure every time.
In 2020, we have so many projects coming up.
So many. Yeah.
And this boat is just gonna get dialed in.
I think it's going to be interesting seeing how we're going to handle getting parts and services and everything as we head down.
It's always an adventure. So stick with us over this next year, and hopefully
we'll get down to tropical weather.
Oh, but no, we will.
No, we will.
That is a major goal.
Yes. I'm just excited to see how much our channel has grown. It hasn't been possible without you guys as our viewers, subscribers, and our patrons especially. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're just looking forward to seeing what this channel is going to look like at the end of this year.
Anyways, guys, if you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. If you really liked it, please check out our Patreon page in the link below. Come back next week to see another action-packed video. See you then!
Bye!
Bye! Sit. Down. Bing! Up. Up. Good boy.